Let's find out, guys, what happens if 10,000 toilets will crush me up. Hi guys and girls, Dennis with you. Today we're gonna talk about TyFlow. Who did that beautiful thing? What it could do with 3ds Max, and I'll show you how to use that in this amazing example of falling toilets. I have to admit that this guy is absolutely genius. Yops today, just try to imagine how long he was making it from scratch to this, what we got today. So what is exactly TyFlow and why? TyFlow is an official replacement for 3ds Max Particle Flow. This is not merely an upgrade to Particle Flow, rather it was created from scratch with a design philosophy focused on squeezing as much speed and power out of modern multi-core system as possible. All this information you could find on the official website of TyFlow. TyFlow is free for download. You can just find it by clicking this green button on the official website. Also, you can find here a lot of information and feedback and something like that. Just simply drag and drop this file that you just download right now and put it to Program Files, Autodesk, 3ds Max, Plugins folder. Also, you are offered a large choice of scenes with prepared examples of TyFlow animations. Push this button, download TyFlow example scene files. Here is what you can find in this file. There is a lot of scenes, really a lot of scenes. Push the play button and here you go. Looks really cool. Whoop, whoop. As you can see, you can find here everything. If you're really interested about this guy, I will left some links in description. This is Tyson's official website. On Tyson's Instagram you can find a lot of simulations. All this stuff is really cool. Oh, no way. Look at this loop. Loop! No! And a lot of different beautiful things with cloth, with cars, with worms, with bicycles. Also, I found some podcasts with Tyson Ibele.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Post Podcast. It is episode 15 and I'm very excited about this episode because my guest today is Tyson Ibele and he's about to release a particle simulations plugin for 3D Studio Max called TyFlow.
If you want to listen to this podcast, link in the description. Actually, I'm not joking. You can simulate everything that you want by using this beautiful software called TyFlow. Rolling stones through the grass, wall fractures, beautiful cloth simulations and cloth tearing, plastic rubber wraps, different portals to other world, snow on trees and cars, skull disintegration, sands and worms, jet pilots crashing the skyscrapers, car crashes. The list of possibilities is endless. It is time to watch full video that I've done. Guys and girls, we offer to your attention great piece of art. Please welcome Falling Toilets. Let's find out, guys, what happens if 10,000 toilets will crush me up. Ready? I don't have a studio, guys, which is why I have to use what's available on hand. For example, this huge pile of sawdust for Happy Landing. We shot this footage simply at the outside and I used sign style color grade, which is not so saturated as you can see, but you always can boost your colors to a particular point. Please pay attention to our support. So let's go guys to After Effects, just create a simple composition, drag right here your video, cut off that frames that you will not use, and simply export this like JPEG sequence. I'm already exported that to my project folder. Let's go to PFtrack, create our new project, select right here 25 frames and push confirm button. Let's find our project folder, footage, here we go. This is our sequence, put it right here. Okay, so what we need? Auto track, we need camera solver, orient scene, and we need export. Let's go back to auto track, increase this candidate number to 600 and target must be 200. And let's go to the end of the footage and create some mask. We don't want to track this guy. For a good result, you can do this much better than me. I don't want to spend too much time for this. I think it's not bad. Let's go back to parameters and push the button auto track. And let's wait the end of this process. Exactly. Let's take a look what we have. Solve all. I think we don't have a lot of troubles. Let's go to orient scene and take a look what we have. Set origin. I have to admit that works really good. Let's go back to auto track and let's take a look if we have some unnecessary points. We can just select them and simply delete, but that will not improve our result a lot. Good is good enough. Let's go to export, choose right here Autodesk 3D Studio Max 2011. I'm already exported it and I have these files right here. Here we go, toilets. Let's go guys to 3D Studio Max. Right here we have just simple plane, simple lights. At the left side we have cold light, at the right side we have warm light. We have simple V-Ray camera that we will attach to our tracked camera. Simply drag and drop our export file from PFtrack to the scene and you will have something like this. This is our tracked camera, but I love to use V-Ray camera and I will put in this same V-Ray camera and just simply attach it to this camera and it's moving like this. My next step was importing two types of toilets into my scene. It's time for TyFlow. Go to create and you can create it in your view, but we have already. Let's go to editor and create some mess in our scene. So first I'm put some display geometry and birth object, and I want to start my creating toilets from frame 400 till the frame 500. So all these 10,000 toilets will burn between these 100 frames. Here is our total number, but to work faster we just put right here 100 of toilets. If we put right here position icon, we will have something like this. It will burn right here. We just can transform it and put it just a little bit upper, and all our toilets will burn from this stuff and will fall to the ground. The next step was shape. Pick right here two toilets into this shape. The next step is physics collision. I made a decision to create these two boxes. This is like a baler and the cap for this baler. As you can see, by using these boxes I can collect all my 10,000 of toilets indefinitely in one place. In one moment we can open this cap and all these toilets will fall exactly to one point. The next step is physics shape. With this function, all my toilets can behave themselves in this world like real objects. They have the mass and they can fall. And this stuff I'm using for giving them some visibility in render. So let's go back to birth, put right here 10,000 toilets. So as you can see, they burn too fast and this geometry is really helpful. And let's take a look what we have on the camera. Whoa! Let's try to simulate all frames. Here we go. But let's take a look at the project in After Effects. So what kind of layers do I have? First layer is a background with all my falling toilets. Second layer is shadow. This is my shadow. This looks a little bit creepy. I think my shadow is a little bit creepy too. But with this shadow it looks much better, I think. How did I create this shadow? You don't need a super detailed model to create some shape. It's really enough to create something like this, like two boxes, and so I put some few bones and it works, I think, not so bad. It's not super great, but that's not bad. Let's go to our camera and let's take a look what we have. I tried to copy my moves from the footage to create more proper shadow. Also, I created some shadow catcher. So this is my shadow looks like on render. It's invisible. And that's how it looks like in the scene. The next layer is a live Dennis. And the last one is the layer of falling toilets in front of the character. We have this PNG sequence that works not properly good without a mask. Little bit creepy again. Because some of these toilets must be falling behind the character and some toilets must be falling in front of the character. So that is why I'm using this mask. That was a little bit hard to animate this mask for good result, but I think not bad. And then we change the camera. We have just the simple sequence with background without any green screens and characters in it. And summarize. Render main background sequence with falling objects. Then I put the footage on it. Remove the green screen and everything outside. Put the sequence with animate shadow. And put the last sequence without a background. Then you can play just a little bit with brightness and some other effects. That's it, guys. Why did I make this creepy video? Because this year I'm celebrating 10 years. 10 years for making ceramics for my customers. I'm a little bit tired of that. And this is like my practicing as VFX artist. If you're interested in more detailed explanation of TyFlow setups, please leave the comment below and I'll make it for you. Thank you guys for watching. That was Dennis with you. As always, simple, easy, fast. Be brave to new experience.